Hi, my name is Femchi and this is Milolaa's Backstage Pass. So my name is Femi, but I go by Femchi by pretty much everybody. I'm a digital artist as well as a graphics designer. I also act occasionally. I'm an all-around creative person for the most part. So I've been drawing since I was in my tender toddler years. Since I was very little, I would pick up pencils and crayons and just scribble on paper or on my exercise books from school, and sometimes I just get fascinated by what I see on TV, live, and just put that on paper. But I guess I haven't really done anything as far as drawing growing up until I guess about like 5 years ago. I decided to pick up that habit again because it's just something I've been fascinated with since I was little, and now I've gotten better, and I've really found my niche in the digital drawing space. Digital drawing is pretty much using any form of electronic device. It could be either a computer, or even these days they have apps and software that you can use from your phone. So I guess you could look at digital drawing, same thing as digital art, as a form of using technology in the sense of like a computer and a graphics tablet to just create different pieces. It could be portraits, which is something that I specialize in. I specialize in digital portraits. Also, you could use your phone. Some of these latest phones and tablets that come with apps that you can just use a stylus pen and just start drawing on it. And I chose digital drawing because I feel like for me it's just much better. It's more convenient. It's actually cheaper too compared to traditional art, where you're buying different supplies and materials to work on, like on the easel, on the paper. You're buying pencils, you're buying markers and things like that. But with digital art, which is a beautiful thing, you're really just working within the space that you are, where your workstation is. So if you're sitting in front of a computer, you have your monitor, you have your desktop, even if it's your laptop, you're just working right there with your tablet, with your stylus pen, with your whatever it is that you use to put on the graphics tablet. That's really all you're doing, and it saves time and it's more efficient, and there's a lot more room for just fixing mistakes and things like that compared to traditional art. There's so many different forms of art, but for me, digital art is for me, it's just kind of like my own happy place. I can pretty much just spend some time to just focus on practicing, or even now where I've gone to the point where people have seen my work and they like it and they reach out to me. They have an occasion coming up like a birthday or wedding, anniversary, or just something that they just want to do as a gift to someone else. So they reach out to me and they're like, hey, can you help me out with a portrait of a family member or friend? A birthday is coming up and I just want to present a portrait to them as a gift, and I love your work and I want you to put it down as a painting for me. And that to me just makes my day. It makes me happy knowing that I can not only be a blessing to just people in terms of art, but also other things that I do in terms of creative design, like graphics, like doing flyers, or websites, or social media banners and things like that for companies, where it makes me happy that they have that faith and that trust in my work to reach out to me and to actually have me do just a work, something for them that they can showcase to, I guess, their customers, or or add to their brand, and they're proud of it, and it makes me proud in return. I have a lot of people that actually inspire me, but I would say for the most part, there's a lady by the name of Heather Rooney. You can look her up. She's pretty much in almost every social media platforms out there. She's been drawing since she was very young, but she's created so many masterpieces right now that it's just mind-blowing. Another person is actually of Nigerian descent. His name is Kelvin Okafor, and he specializes in not just portraits but like realistic looking portraits, which is actually something that I sort of took after. Like, I studied his work for a long time, and I see how much detail he puts into his work, how much patience he puts into it, and that's something that I also try to display too whenever I work, especially when it comes to somebody that reaches out to me for a project. I take as much time as possible, of course letting them know ahead of time that such a piece might take an X amount of time, but patience is the key when it comes to putting out masterpieces. So those two, I would say, for the most part, are my biggest influences. Well, first of all, I give credit to God for this gift and this talent. But as far as my supporters, I know a lot of my friends, my very close friends, that since the day that I showed them my work, a lot of them have actually been going out of their way to talk to their friends, and just in every little bit of either activities that they go to or events that they go to, they mention my work, and they do tell them that hey, check out my friend, see what he does, if you like it, he's a good guy, contact him, and all of that. So I really do appreciate that from a lot of my close friends, my cousins, my family members. A lot of them too, they do go out of their way too as well to look for ways that they can help out in trying to put my work out there and put me in front of a lot of people that they know that they would really love my work and appreciate it and will be in contact with me. So I do have a very good support system. So I guess when it comes to digital art, one of the lowest points for me is the fact that I've been doing this now for the past 3-4 years, and I feel like I haven't gotten as much publicity and as much awareness as I would love. I have made efforts to sort of put my work out there and to be found, to be seen. However, I would still love, I'll keep working hard on my end, but at the same time, I would still love the opportunity of getting that feedback from putting my work out there and just getting found, because I do have peers that they do the same thing and they don't put as much work, but it's just a matter of me putting myself in the right places, and I know at the right time that exposure will come and a lot more people will find my work, and that way I can move on to the next stage of branching my efforts and scaling as high as I want to be. I do have a couple of proud moments. One being the fact that I was actually featured on a TV program. The program is called Talking Dead, and one of my work was actually picked up by the producers of the show. They found me on Instagram and they really liked it, and they reached out to me to send them a copy, and after I did, they actually featured me on one of their late night segments, and that's a really big deal because that kind of also sent a lot of attention to people on Instagram that found me later and were able to also reach out to me and connect, and I made several friends and acquaintances through that. I guess my second proud moment would be also when the Grammys also found my work. This is also through social media, and I did a painting, a digital painting of Pink. She's a singer, and they saw that and it caught their attention, and they asked me if I could send a copy to them so they can not only showcase it on their page, but to also sort of add that to some of their promotional resources for the next Grammy Awards event. So those two moments I was really proud of. So the brand right now is Femchi Art, and again, it's been a blessing to me knowing that I've been able to impact people's lives in so many different ways. And in the next 5 years, I see myself being a creative director in this space, in the sense that I can have all kinds of tutorial channels out there, you know, be it on YouTube, be it on all these courses, sites like Skillshare or Udemy, you know, to be able to be featured in more places like TV, radio, and to be able to just be showcased at events like different exhibition events like Comic-Cons and exhibition places, to have my work, you know, just be featured out there. And you know, I know the sky is the limit, you know, depending on who sees my work, might be interested in partnership and things like that. So, but to just my work to be seen all over the world for the most part, that's where I'm trying to get to within the next 5 years. So definitely anyone that's just branching into this for the first time, I feel like the very first thing you want to do is believe in yourself. Just you know, sometimes people say that like, oh, I can't draw, I can't even draw a stick figure or anything like that. Drawing is just really, it's not something to be looked at as a difficult thing or a taxing thing. It should be something as, you know, like you can look at as like maybe cooking or even picking up the phone to talk to a friend. You know, it's something that's supposed to be fun. So really first believe in yourself, know that, you know, whichever direction you're trying to go, even if it's not digital, if it's traditional and you want to like try painting with watercolors, or you want to buy you know, you want to buy the drawing pencils and paper, you know, just practice. You know, that's the next thing. You know, you just start practicing. You know, watch the people that have done it, you know, study the people that you like, follow them. You know, social media is big now. Just reach out and, you know, connect with them, send them a message if you have a question, post it on their pages, and then just keep practicing. And the third thing I would just say is start doing what, you know, you start practicing, start putting your name out there, start you know, believing in yourself that even though you make mistakes, even though you fall down, that you just have to use it as a learning tool and just, you know, get better. And before you know it, it's like people start talking about you too, and you know, you start teaching others. I'm very active on Instagram. My Instagram name is FEMCHI_ART. That stands for Femchi Art. I'm also active on Facebook, not as active as much as I am on Instagram. So those two places I'm very active at, and I'm working on, you know, putting out videos on YouTube, as well as also being active in other places. And I'm also working on my website, which should be completed within the next 30 days. But for the most part, on social media and Instagram, connect with me.